Washington, D.C., the center of American politics and power. But when American Airlines Flight 77 torpedoed into the Pentagon, the perception of America's impenetrable might came crashing down. In a decade of rebuilding, the Pentagon has been restored. The government created the Department of Homeland Security, and the capital region is more secure than it was when the hijackers executed their plan. Generally speaking, life has moved on. On 9/11, Martha Hamilton was on her way to work near the White House. 10 years later, she and her husband are raising their 3-year-old son in downtown D.C.
There are a lot of things for parents to worry about, and that's certainly, after 9/11, it kind of changed everyone's worldview and feelings of security. But you really just can't let that consume you. So we're just trying to, raise him to feel safe and secure as best we can.
Don Denton has been living and working on Capitol Hill since the 1970s. He recalls a few families moved out of town because they no longer felt safe.
People uprooted their lives and made, basic life decisions on where they're going to live and how they're going to raise their kids because they were afraid that all of a sudden New York City, Washington, D.C., big cities like this might become targets.
But that was the exception, not the rule.
In the last 10 years, this city has come back with a vengeance.
Jane Volkema is one of the newcomers who moved to D.C. in the wake of the attacks. Jane says she no longer cringes at the sound of low-flying planes landing at nearby National Airport. Instead, she appreciates the laughter ringing from the school across the street from the church where she now ministers.
To see how far we came by the kids across the street, I think it's amazing that, again, with our faith in God, He's made us stronger.
Looking back on that day shows America's resilience. Looking toward the future, we remember the promise to never forget. John Jessup, CBN News, Washington.